Hey everyone, this is Chris from A Bar Above. And typically I like to wait till the very last minute to do any Christmas shopping, but this year I'm going to plan ahead. I'm going to make some really unique and amazing gifts for my friends and family. So stay tuned, and if you're one of my friends and family, go ahead and turn this off now. I don't want to spoil Christmas for you guys. So just to let everyone know, this is going to be a two-part post. Today we're going to start our post with some of the items that take some time to develop. For example, we're going to do an infusion today, and we're also going to do a barrel age. And that typically takes a couple of weeks, so we're going to get that all started now. And the second post is literally going to be our wrap-up. That post is going to be just finishing off the last of the products, and we're going to make a couple other items, just kind of go with all the gifts. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to prepare some of the ingredients to make apple brandy for somebody that's in my family. So what we're going to do, we're going to be utilizing two different kinds of apples to get two different kind of apple flavors. The first off, we're going to do some dried apples. This is nothing special, just from Trader Joe's. But what the dried apples are going to contribute is kind of like that baked apple flavor, but it also has a lot of sugar in here as well. So it's going to extract some of that sugar out. So we'll have less sugar that we have to put in the final product. The other thing that we want to do is we want to add some acid to the brandy, just kind of offset some of that sweetness. So we're going to use a really high acid apple like this Granny Smith, just to add a little bit more complexity to the mix. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do our barrel-aged Negroni. So if you have a brand new barrel, what you have to do is you have to add a bunch of water to this barrel, so that way the wood will expand and it'll be watertight. If you don't do that and you just add alcohol straight to the barrel, it's going to leak all over the place. You'll have a really high chance of it just leaking out everywhere. So fill it with water, let it sit for about 4 hours, and then pour out all the water and replace that with alcohol. The other thing to keep in mind is when you do anything with barrel aging, you're going to pick up a lot of sweetness and honeyed and heathered flavors out of this barrel in your final product. So what I'm going to do is actually adjust my recipe knowing that that's going to be the final outcome. So I'm going to increase the amount of gin in my Negroni, so that way at the very end when we pull this product out of the barrel, we're still going to be able to have that gin flavor. So it'll still be nice and rich and, you know, floral, but you'll know it's a Negroni. So there we have it. We have our two products started. We have our apple brandy infusing, and we have our barrel age started. So now just a couple other tips for you. If you watched the lemon infusion video, you know what's going to happen from this point on. We're going to go ahead and stir this thing daily. We're going to keep it in a cool, dry place. The infusion itself should take about 2 weeks. So make sure you're tasting throughout the entire process. And once it gets to the appropriate sweetness and richness and apple flavor that you really want, then you just go ahead and remove all the apple from it, and you're essentially done. You can go ahead and bottle it, and you're one gift down from that point on. Now with the barrel here, there's another tip that we have for you. We already talked about the water and sealing this barrel with the water. The other thing is that when you're putting alcohol into this, you're adding the liquor to the barrel, and there's a lot of air in here that's trying to escape at the same rate. There's only going to be one place that can happen, it's right through this the top here. So definitely you want to utilize a funnel so it doesn't create a large mess everywhere. Now as far as the aging process on this, it takes typically about 5 to 7 weeks depending on your barrel size. So we're going to aim for around mid-December to have both of these finished, and then we'll continue on our wrap-up post then. But until then, have a great shift and cheers. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, find us on Google+, or visit us at abarabove.com. Put these back away.